Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort Marina on Lake Taneycomo. Going to do one cast today. A little cloudy, overcast, and cool today. It's Wednesday the 21st. I believe this is the first day. And somebody said it's like 4:58 is the beginning of spring. It's 5:24, so we're about 30 minutes into it. They're running 3 units today. Now, I didn't check this afternoon, but this morning, like I said, Beaver has been running 3 feet high. Beaver Lake. Well, they opened floodgates at Beaver this morning, and about the same time, they bumped up Taneycomo from 2 units to 3. So we've got a little heavier flow today, and it looks like it's designed to start moving water through the system, which really is a good thing. They're still running Bull Shoals really hard. They're dropping it more than 6 inches a day now, but it's about 2.5 feet above Power Pool. And with the Missouri flooding and that hitting the Mississippi and then running down in that area, I'm sure they're trying to run all this water through the system before that flood water gets there. It's my theory. If anybody from the Corps or Southwest Power watches one cast, they'll probably laugh at my theories, but it's okay. They really need to call me and correct me, because I really want to know what's going on. But that makes sense to me. I'm going to try throwing, I've got 2 rods, one with an 1/8 ounce, one with a 3/32 ounce sculpin and ginger jig. It's a little bit breezy and it's blowing me down lake. As you can see, I'm just across or a little bit down from the old River Lake Resort. Bill Babler came in this morning and said that no fish on one cast. I'm about ready to hit a tree. He took some clients down and they caught a lot of probably freshly stocked rainbows. He thinks they stocked them off the Cooper Creek ramp. And he said these fish were nice. They're what he called the purple stockers. They are kind of a dark purplish color. And he said they averaged a pound or better. And he said they caught a bunch of them. He did say he was a little bit miffed by a guy that was fishing off the Cooper Creek public boat, the public dock there. And I don't like to be negative. Whoa. I don't like to be negative on one cast, but he said that this guy was catching fish after fish using power bait, and he was just bringing in the fish in and taking hold of them and yanking his hook out and throwing them back in. He said he probably caught 20, 30, 40 fish and probably killed more than half of them. And, you know, that's kind of like cutting off your nose in spite of your face. I think that's the way it goes. You want to come back and catch fish, but if you sit there and you catch a bunch of fish and you kill them just by being, I don't want to say stupid, but by being, you know what I mean? You can't take a dry towel and handle these fish. You know, that's the worst thing you can do. A dry hand is not the greatest thing. I know that somebody's called us on the carpet occasionally for doing that. But a dry rag just takes that slime right off the fish. And plus, just jerking a hook out of the fish's mouth is probably the worst thing you can do. He's probably gut hooked or gill hooked, and it just kills the fish. So cut the line, don't touch the fish if you're going to release them. Hooks are cheap. And that way you can sit there and catch theoretically you can catch the same fish 2 or 3 times, but if you kill it, you're not going to catch it but once. Plus, if a game warden sees you doing it, he'll probably write you a ticket, maybe, if he can prove that you're killing the fish. I don't know. Like I said, I don't like dwelling on the negative, but sometimes you got to bring that stuff up and say, just, you know, use your head. Don't be lazy. I'm going to back out just a little bit. Well, something else I usually don't do, because sometimes I become real good friends with people that are kind of famous, and I don't like to use their, I don't like to name drop and all that stuff. But tomorrow I'm taking out, I've been asked to take out Tim Guraedy. I probably just butcher his last name. Anyhow, Mountain Man from Duck Dynasty. They are having Branson is hosting an archery tournament tomorrow for high schoolers. It's a state, it's their state tournament. They have it every year, and the one of the big sponsors is the Ozark Heritage Foundation, and they're bringing in Tim to entertain the crowds. He's coming in and staying with us for a couple of nights. And David Reynolds, who does a lot for Ozark Mountain Heritage, asked if I'd take Tim out fishing. So Tim and David and I are going to go out, and I've heard Tim likes to throw a jig. So, and he wants to do he's real big on Facebook Live, so you can go and look him up. I think I know what that's about. Jonna Klaus's friend of ours is coming by to see us, and she's probably there at the house. Anyhow, Tim's going to do a Facebook Live tomorrow at some point of us fishing. So if you are a member or you like his page, you might see us on Facebook Live. I think he's got almost 1 million followers, which is pretty incredible. So fishing is good, except right here. And I should have went down to Cooper Creek, caught those purple stalkers. A couple more casts, and so I can work it a little bit slower. Oh, there was a fish. See, I just need to slow down. I get on this bank and I start thinking about all the wood and all the snags along this bank, and I go too fast. And slow it down, I get bit. That and the wind's not blowing right at the moment. Jonna Klaus we have 4 kids, and they all went to College of the Ozarks, which is just up on the hill. And we had a lot of kids from the college that would come over with our kids, and they'd be almost like an extended family, and Jonna is one of those. She went on to to the Coast Guard, got into pilot school. She's flying helicopters, and she's stationed in Dutch Harbor, Alaska right now. So you might see her on Deadliest Catch. I don't know, I haven't asked her if she's gone out in that capacity yet. I don't think so, but that's where she's stationed right now. So she's home visiting her family up north of Springfield. And she's dropping by to say hi to us for just a little while. So I'm gonna have to get on back and see Jonna. And then Tim's coming in pretty soon, so. I am gonna throw behind this tree though. But to summarize, I think we're going to see this 3, even 4 units for a while. They are supposed to open the floodgates again this Saturday. I think it's about like they did last Saturday, from about 4 to 6 p.m. on Saturday until 7 a.m. on Sunday. I guess they're doing all their work at night. And I think they'll probably do that at least one more weekend after this one. I guess they're doing one gate at a time, one head gate at a time. They are not, they are, but they're not. I'd said, my guess was they were cleaning the grates off, unclogging the tubes on the Table Rock side of the dam. And they're not. They're taking off the head gates, which is the gates they open to let water into the turbine tubes, and doing maintenance on those. They've never been maintenanced. They haven't done any work on them since the dam was built in 1958. So that was in the newspaper, so it's got to be true. This is my last cast because I got to go. Okay, gotta go. Thanks for watching. We will do it again tomorrow.